You know, people often ask me why we started the Barnabus Group, and I think when Bob shared his original vision with me, it was really to how could he help, or how could we help an important segment of Christians, people like yourselves. We've talked about serving today, and I know that you guys wouldn't be here if you weren't looking for ways and opportunities to get involved. And I really appreciate that. My hat's off to you. But we want to help people who want to get in the game. They want to get down on the field and play. They don't want to be a spectator. Because typically, as you know, Christians, business people, and Christian leaders, when we're asked for things, we're asked for our financial help. And I know that ministries need our financial help. But we're rarely asked for the things that got us to where we were to be successful, which is our time, our talent, our network, and our smarts. And so how do we put those, and how do we engage those? How do we engage those in areas that you're passionate about? We put a wide smorgasbord of opportunities here at the Barnabus Group together so that you can pick and see things that you might like to get involved in. Let me show you a video that's real quick that will share some ideas with you from some of our Barnabus Group partners. The Barnabus Group is a place where Christian leaders can come together and use the gifts that God has given them in areas that they're passionate about to see God's kingdom extended. One of the biggest draws for the Barnabus Group is the fact that we bring Christian leaders together so that they can network and they can become very active in building the kingdom.
It's given me the opportunity to engage and use the ways that God has gifted me to impact more ministries than I ever could have connected with otherwise.
Coming to be a part of the Barnabus Group as a person thinking about how we can change the world was just amazing, seeing the strategic impact that a group like Barnabus Group can make.
You can see that you're not all alone. I mean, you're engaged with a group of people that have a same heart, same mind about changing and saving lives.
It's a community of strong Christian leaders from many, many different churches. They have the same understanding of issues in their business life, but they come here to put all those aside so that they can work with people that they might not see otherwise, and kingdom opportunities and things that they deeply care about.
The goal is to take a ministry from where they are and to stretch them, to improve them so that they can do more impactful kingdom work.
They really want to take action in very real, helpful ways, and not just talk, not just say, oh yeah, I'll pray about it, but really help ministries fulfill their calling that God has called them to.
We've had over 250 ministries present to the Barnabus Group. We've interviewed over 400 ministries, and every ministry that we interview then gets access to attend all of our SWAT team meetings if they want, or they can attend any of our free seminars. So there's constantly ways that we're trying to help ministries, and it's been fun to watch them all and see what God's done through them.
Being a Barnabus partner for this many years, I've gotten very clear that I'm called to certain things, not everything, but I can be the messenger of all things and maybe pair people's passions and gifts and talents with the needs that I hear about in Barnabas.
Being able to participate in something that has lasting value has been especially rewarding and satisfying.
The Barnabus Group Partner, there's many, many ways you can get involved. We have 4 major meetings a year. As we do today, we have 2 morning meetings and we have an evening meeting. As I mentioned earlier, we have SWAT team meetings, and we probably have 12, 13 of those each year where we come alongside ministries and help them. You heard about Barnabus Group coaching, which Russ has put together and done a great job with. And that's a great way to build an intimate relationship with a ministry and sit side by side with them through lessons. And not only will they learn, but you'll learn as well. And most of us here probably serve on ministry boards, and those are great things to learn that we can take back to our own ministries. We do 6 free seminars a year for ministries, but also for Barnabus Group members. Half the people that come are Barnabus Group members because you want to learn to better serve the ministries that you work with. We have 9 networking breakfasts here in Orange County a year where you can come and sit and meet other people. And those are great because you just never know who God's going to sit you next to and what that next adventure is going to be. We've had several, I think 4 special dinners this year. We've got one coming up in about 2 weeks on the 21st of November. where we can just meet and get to know each other. There's no agenda, but other than how do we fellowship. We have a couple of golf outings each year. We don't have tournaments because we all cheat, so we don't do that. So it's kind of fun because you don't have to worry about winning. Keynote speakers next year, we've got an incredible lineup of keynote speakers for 2020. In February, we've got Tony Perkins from Family Research Council and Dr. Michael Beals from Vanguard University that's going to be here. If you don't know who Family Research Council and Tony Perkins is, Tony probably meets with President Trump every week so that he can advance the Christian agenda. So he will be very fascinating to hear from. In May, we've got a guy who's probably my favorite pastor to listen to, and that's Alistair Begg is going to be here. In August, we've got Jim Daly, who's the president of Focus on the Family. So we will actually limit the amount of people that we can invite as guests to those meetings because we are going to have a full house for those events, and we want to have a comfortable atmosphere. If you're a guest here today, I'd encourage you to make the decision today to join the Barnabus Group. Fill that application out. It's at the very back of the handout that you have. It's the last 2 pages. It's $155 a year, $1,860 a year, $155 per month to join. And that allows not just you, but you and your spouse to come to meetings. So you can bring your spouse to all these different events. On top of that, you can bring a guest. Hopefully that we want guests that are people that, like yourself, that will become potential members. But what is God going to do through you as a Barnabus Group member? I can tell you that that spectrum is wide, and you will be excited to see what that'll be. None of this would happen. We wouldn't have this meeting. These ministries wouldn't have a place to present. None of this would happen without your donations. So I hope you join today.